Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in to Banter with Bill. I am Bill from Warm Strong Adventures, and I'd like to welcome you in, guys, in. How's everybody doing today? Journeys with June and Brady, welcome in. I see you in the chat. Hopefully, today I'm up in Detroit. Perfect weather. It's probably about 75 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. And I'm here on YouTube. I need to be out in the streets. Okay, well, maybe not the streets, but maybe downtown someplace, enjoying the day. But I am here, and today I am going to be talking about why I love cruising solo. And I know a lot of you out there, you couples, you married couples, you people with significant others. I know you guys love cruising together. I've been there. Did it for a long time, and I've come to realize, and maybe because of my age now, I'm loving cruising solo, and I'm going to get into reasons why a little bit later on in the show, not much longer. I'm going to give a few minutes for the kind people who are watching the commercials, hopefully, trying to give me a couple of pennies, and I appreciate that so much. Appreciate all you guys coming in here. I got 9 people in the house right now. I appreciate you guys all being here on this Thursday afternoon. Will G, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, Will G. Hopefully the sound and everything is good with this video. If you have not, I put up a poll. If you have not answered the poll question, please consider answering the poll question. It's a simple one this week. Have you ever cruised solo? Yes? No? No, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm not hey Shay's Adventure, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. Thank you. And I know a lot of you, especially married couples, they say, oh no, we'd never do, don't want to do it without my partner, don't want to do it without my partner. It's special. It's special. Everybody, I don't care, how long you've been married. everybody needs a little time to themselves. And when you cruise solo, it does something to the soul. Let me do one thing real quick. There we go. Even like doing group cruises. Group cruises are fine, but the people that you're going with, that's your crutch. It's like I want to cruise by myself, but not really. Not that there's anything wrong with group cruises. I've been on a couple of group cruises. Not many. You'd be surprised. All the cruises I've been on, I haven't been on too many actual group cruises. Most of the time when I go on cruises with people, it's just a group of people getting together and we just happen to go on the same cruise. But uh, cruising solo, I mean, like here, me get up in the morning, me go to a cruise, don't know anybody on the ship, and I'm just there. That's when I talk about cruising solo. Hey, Bougie 90, welcome in on the Instagram side, and Richard Richards your cruise Richards cruise, welcome in on the Instagram side. Will G says, I don't think my wife would let me. Why not, Will G? You're a bad guy. She can't trust you. What's going on here? Will G. Cartagena. 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 Okay. I'm still trying to learn it. Tinkerbell just went there. She put out a video out, I think today, and I'm listening to her say it. So I'm gonna practice. It shouldn't be this difficult for me. Scott McNeil, good evening, everybody. Driving home, stopping in to say hi and hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up. Scott, it looked like you had a great trip. 14 days. Looks like you had a great trip. On deck with CB. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. April Showers Network. Thank you for stopping by. April Showers says, Warmshaw, I went on my first cruise. I went on my first cruise, but I can do solo. Najuma Brown, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. On deck with CB. Ain't no solo cruising here. You want to go solo? You can go to another room in the house. Wow, really? I've never been like that. Well, okay, of course I'm divorced too, but no, I never been like that, and nobody that I've ever been with has been like that. It was usually it'd be more like a guy's trip someplace or something like that, and the guys go do something, the girls go do something. Solo cruising, if I would like to think that if I couldn't get away, that if I was married now, when I was married, I would do the same thing. But I would, hey, I can't get away. Have fun on the trip. Enjoy yourself. Brady would tell me bye. Have a great time. Yeah, that's usually what it is. Okay, on deck with no trust issues, and I guess that's what I was reading into it. Not the trust issues. Oh, I agree. I trust me. I agree. 100%. You just tell me hey, it's a cruise, and I'm already looking at the calendar trying to figure out how I'm going to make it work. And I want whoever I'm around to go out there and enjoy themselves. And let me move this out the way real quick. And I think cruising is just such the perfect vacation for me at least. And when I see, as I mentioned, Tinkerbell earlier, it in October I'm going on a cruise and it goes to Colombia, and I'm looking up and I see her video. It's like Cartagena, and I might be butchering the name. Will G will let you know if I'm butchering the name, but city in Colombia, and that's one of my stops. And I'm looking at it like, oh wow, I could do this, I could do that. Thanks so much, Tinkerbell, for showing me the ropes. I've been to Colombia, but it's been many years since I've been to Colombia. Um, but you know, my number one thing as far as cruising So it's like right. It's for me now. I could if I ever go on a cruise, I have to pay for two. Finding somebody to go on a cruise wouldn't really be that hard. You could always find, hey, you want to go? Sure, want to go. That would never be a problem. The problem is, and it could be, I've been like solo cruising for so long. It's life is different when you're solo, when you're single. Life for me is different. Not everybody, but you get into certain patterns, certain modes where um, leg travel. Welcome in on the Instagram side. I appreciate you being here. Where you being married is a compromise. You have to compromise. My belief. When I tell you relationship beliefs, when I tell you about relationships, it's my belief. It's not an absolute. It's not for everybody. So don't get it. Don't get all upset. It's like, oh, he said this, that, and the other. No, this is what I believe. You can believe what you want, but marriage, you have to be able to compromise. You know, I want to go for Italian food tonight. I want to go for seafood. You have to come to an agreement there. Well, maybe tonight we'll go for Italian. Maybe tomorrow we go for the seafood. So it's a compromise. Being solo, I don't have compromises like that. What do I want to do tonight? That's what I'm doing. And right now, that's kind of the way that I am. I probably would not even be a good date. Actually, I would, because I'm the type of person that I would put my wants and desires to the side to make you happy. So if you wanted to go someplace, okay, but I'm the one that's suffering because I'm not really doing what I want to do. And suffering is kind of the wrong word to use too. Keisha H, welcome in. Hey, Bill, my favorite cruising bearded banter. Thanks, Keisha, for being in here. Marjorie, Warm Strong Adventures. Hi and good afternoon. I love cruising solo. Even when I am a group cruise, even when I'm on a group cruise, I believe that I am picky about my cruising is similar to the various YouTube channels. I'm the same way. Even on with the total freedom, I went on a group cruise with Island Time, and I, I'm strong-willed enough where I didn't feel the peer pressure. Hey, everybody, let's go have dinner together every night. I don't want to go to dinner every night and go to the same restaurant or whatever. I don't want to do that, so I didn't. And they didn't put any pressure on you, like or try to make you do it. But um, um, for me, I'm getting ahead. I'm getting ahead in the chat a little bit. I was looking at this right here, trying to pronounce Cartagena, Cartagena, Cartagena. Anyway, I like to do what I like to do at my own pace, and we're going to start from the very beginning. Even picking out a cruise, I literally May. What's today? May 6th, I believe. I believe Carnival's their new deals come out for like casino offers. So people, if you have Carnival's deals, cruise casino offers, I think May 6th or 5th or 6th, one of those days, the new deals come out. I just pop on my phone and start looking. I don't have to check with anybody. I don't have to work around somebody else's work schedule. I'm retired. It's easy for me, but you know how some couples, one's retired, one's not. You still have to work around those type of issues. And just being a solo cruiser, it for me, it's like total freedom. Freedom is total freedom. And I understand there are times when you may wish you had somebody with you, a significant other, your wife, whatever, or husband. I Whenever I go on a cruise, I've always met people. The cruise lines, they actually they go out of their way to take care of solo cruisers. Well, for activities on the ship. Carnival, they really need to do better. the pricing, because I literally have to pay for two people, and that's why. Um, as I said, if I felt like I needed somebody with me, if I felt I wanted the company, it's easy to do. The only thing I have to do is pay the port charges for the person. Usually, port charges to the Caribbean is about 125 to 150. So they can go with you. Najuma Brown, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Your favorite couple. Hey, Bill and chat. We both love cruising, so no solo selling here. That's what On Deck with CB was saying. As long as it's not like you can't go because I don't trust you. See, that I guess that's the one that throws me off. That bothers me. But we both want to go. You have to make it work, and working around your work schedules and things like that. So, I understand it. I do understand it. Scratch and Pete, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Marjorie, no one YouTube channel is the same. They are all different. You get different perspectives. Matter of fact, I'm mad. I'm mad at your favorite. I'm not mad. When I say I'm saying in jest. They have like a couples cruise, I believe, going on Virgin. I really want to go on Virgin, and they got like a couple cruise. I want to crash the party, even though I'm solo. I want to crash the party. Them and I think Parker's on the go. Seemed like there was another couple. Together we travel. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. If you guys have not answered the poll question, if you don't mind answering the poll question on your way in, please do that. I don't think you can do it on the Instagram side, but on the YouTube side, if you go and answer the poll question, the poll question is: have you ever cruised solo? Yes. No. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm just curious. I am so set in my ways right now, and a lot of people, I don't even know if they could even deal with me now. If I even try to get into a relationship. Leg Travel on Instagram says yes, they've traveled solo before. I don't know if they could even deal with me because I really am spontaneous. I really will. I will hop up. I've gone on a cruise with a day and a half notice and just been gone. I'll figure out everything else when I get back. I don't want to get too far down behind in the chat. Everybody saying hi. Keisha, doop, doop, just going down. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Keisha says, find you a +1 and jump on that Reconnecting at Sea group cruise. I thought about that, Keisha. I really did. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because that sounds like it would be a good cruise. And plus I want to do that ship. Point Blanks Travel, welcome in, Rod. Appreciate you being in here. Leg Travel, didn't like it. Not as much fun. Whoops, not as much fun. Why can't I move this over? Oh, there we go. Not as much fun as without the spouse. And I could understand that. And it probably wouldn't be as much fun, especially if you're married or in a serious relationship. For me, because me, I go hang out at night and talk to whoever I want to talk to, and you do whatever you want to. It probably wouldn't be the same if you were in a relationship. I would hope not, at least. Dream Getaways, Sabrina, welcome in on the Instagram side. Thanks for being in here. People always, I think people always, they look at solo cruisers and think, they think they're lonely or missing out on something. And I don't think I've really missed out on anything. And actually, I've been usually what they try to do, like at the main dining room and most of this is Carnival related. They sit you down at dinner tables with other singles, other solo cruisers. And I can remember it's fun because you get to meet people and sometimes you're going on the same excursions. Oh, let me go or whatever, or somebody, oh, I don't know if I want to get off of this port. Come on, I'm getting off. Come, you can come with me. You can do things like that. Um, I've been at a table where nobody had shown up for dinner. So let's say there were six people here at the table. Nobody was there but me. Well, Mr. Armstrong, we can move you to another table with anybody else. I'm good. I'm good by myself. Um, Being solo, you do everything kind of on your time, whether it's dinner. I like late dinner, and almost everybody I travel with, they like an early dinner. I like late dinner. Even group cruises. Just got off with my family, and if you watch my video, I mean, I'm on a group cruise with my family, and they all want early dinner. 5:15. Was it 5:15? I think it was 5:15. Nah, give me the 7:45 one, please. Nope, nope, it's 5:15. All right, team player. Guess what? I show up at 5:15. Nobody's at the table. Nobody's there. Nobody's on time. And I'm thinking to myself, if I was by myself, uh, I'd be here later on tonight. I'd right now be by the pool having a drink or something. But it was family, so when they did show up, I had a good time. Hey Ava, hey Aiden, if you're listening. Love you guys. Your favorite couple says, "Come crash the party." I'm really thinking about it. I'm looking at booking a cruise. It's strange. I have a trip booked for June 14th and then July 25th, and I feel like I need another date there. I need another cruise. I need to find one now. It's my cruise and I need it now. Is that how the commercial goes? It's my money and I need it now. Well, it's my cruise. I need it now. I really do. I'm looking at like maybe finding a cruise, finding one of these $100 offers or cruise offers, casino offers from Carnival, and then just going down there and getting away for a few days. And I'm retired. And it's like getting away from what? That's the crazy part. Lazy Days, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in here. Glow Bees Travel, thanks for coming in. Just going down the chat. Scratch and Pete, I've already said thanks for being here. Marjorie says, I will go on a couple cruises with you. I need to learn how to get a wedding ring from you on. Ooh, what? I'm not against marriage, by the way. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not looking to get married. But I'm not against people who think, oh, you got divorced, he's bitter and doesn't want to get married again. No, love is a beautiful thing. Team Reese, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in. And I know this is like a weird time, for a live because it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Most people are either at work or just getting off work. So I do appreciate you guys coming in here. If you could hit that like button, please do. It's supposed to help with the algorithm. And thank you so much. Addicted to ships and trips, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So just the freedom to be able to book your cruise when you want to, and just the freedom that you have being solo, I can't. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Also, for a lot of couples, it's a thing. It's a mindset, I believe. But a lot of couples, not all, but a lot of couples, like when you get on the ship, you don't really interact with other people. You say hi, but you don't really interact. Um, and when I go solo, you meet people and you're just talking. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I get free drinks at the casino. Come on by. I get you a drink. Hey, let's go to the show. You going to that show? Okay, I stop. And you just have fun together. I mean, you just meet so many new people. And I'm an introvert, so it may take me a little longer to get to talking to you. But once I start talking to you, I can't shut up or get a couple of drinks in me. But that's a different story. Um, I love meeting new people. I love hearing stories from people. especially when you go on these longer cruises. Some of the best conversations I had was when I did the trip from Australia to the United States, and a lot of Australians were on the ship, and then just talking to them about their country and their beliefs of our country, which that they really think there's gun violence on every corner in the United States. People coming from Australia think we're just absolutely cuckoos. So uh, it's fun to get to meet people, have conversations, have interactions, and the cruise ship is like the perfect environment for that. Addicted to ships and trips. All my cruises have been solo. I love it and wouldn't want it any other way. There are times, especially on the YouTube streets, that it would be handy to have somebody doing this with you. I think YouTube is a team sport. I don't care what anybody says. It's a team sport. If you're a couple doing YouTube, you have an advantage. My opinion, a great advantage. Uh, but I don't have any no problem at all cruising solo. When you cruising solo, also it's cruising solo does something for you for your spirit. A lot of people are dependent upon other people, whether they know it or not. I mean, I can probably go in here and find some couples in here. The husband had the husband has no idea how to book a cruise because the wife does it all, or the wife doesn't know how to pack because the husband packs. They do great as a team, but as you divide that team up, oh boy. So it's good for personal growth. And I always tell people to and this is not necessarily cruising, but travel someplace out your comfort zone where you don't know the language. Yeah, just do that and see how the other side lives. A lot of times we go to these different countries and we want them to speak English. We're going to their countries. We shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to speak English, but we do. And a lot of Americans get uncomfortable when they're not the minority and when they're not in charge. They get uncomfortable with that aspect of traveling. And what you have to do is learn to adapt to your surroundings. Um, I'm going to Japan coming up next April. So I'm getting on here, my little babble, whatever. I'm getting on there and trying to learn Japanese a little. Of course, I'm not going to be able to speak Japanese. Uh, I know a couple of phrases maybe, but people appreciate you trying to assimilate to them. And a lot of people in the United States, this is America. Speak American. Speak American. Speak English. Um, Go to a different country, and it'll humble you. It did to me. It humbled me quickly, where I didn't know the language and trying to get around in Paris. Luckily, no matter what people tell you about Paris, you know how they're rude. I've never had a problem in Paris. I've never had a problem in Spain. People were there always trying to help me, and thank goodness that they did. Um, it humbles you, and you understand. So when I hear somebody in this country struggling with the English language, I do the best I can to try to help them out and try to listen. I do my best. I don't care where you came from. I don't know anything about your past. I don't care. I'm here to help people. Into cruising. Thank you so much for coming in on the Instagram side. Thanks for being in here. So that's that personal growth. A lot of people think they can't do it. They can't go someplace. And there's no I can't. You can. You don't want to. But when you accomplish that, when you go over to a country where you don't know the language, and you conquer that fear, the way it makes you feel inside, it's like, yeah, you know what? I can do stuff. There is no such thing as I can't. Edna's World, welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. Team Reese, I think I mentioned you. My short-term memory is cool. It's gone. Team Reese, thank you for coming in. If I didn't acknowledge you coming in. So those are some of the things that really mean a lot to me as far as like solo traveling and solo cruising, especially. And as I said, I think cruising is set up for like solos because they have just the nightclubs, the casinos. I mean, it's like being here in the city of Detroit. You got the casinos, you got the nightclubs, you got the comedy clubs. You go there solo, and everybody else is not everybody else, but you got a lot of solos over here. They have meetups for solos and whatever you want. Together we travel. We got to run. Thank you for stopping by. But you just have to step out there and just know that it's not bad. And once you do it, once you learn how to live on your time schedule, so many times, back in my married days, back when in relationship days, I can remember, man, it was a long night. I just want to sleep here. I need some sleep. Oh no, I want to go swim. I want to go swim with the dolphins. I want to go. And I'm like, oh goodness gracious, just go. I don't want to go by myself. Anywho, when you go solo, you kind of do whatever you kind of do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's what I love. And that leads me down to the flexibility. I just told you, I want to say it's May 6th. Is that Monday? That's probably Monday. May 6th. Hey, Ken Goes Cruising on the Instagram side. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. That's when the new deals come out for Carnival. So yeah, you might see me on a cruise next week because I love those last minute deals. I love the last minute deals. I don't get them with anybody but Carnival, so I'm sure to be a Carnival ship. But I might hop on a cruise this week because June 14th is a ways away. As a matter of fact, it's on Edna's World. Edna's World is having a group cruise, and it's June 14th. People be there or be square. That's all I can say. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to meet Edna, Life with V, and whoever else is going to be on that cruise. It should be a great time. Point Blank Travel. Bill, I'm thinking about a solo cruise very soon. Let me know, Rod. Let me know. They did solo 6 solo cruiser. She's a solo cruiser, and she'll probably tell you similar to things that I'm telling you here. Maybe not exactly, but they put together a group cruise for solos, but it was solo women, and I probably could have crashed, but it felt kind of weird. Like, it's like it was like 4 women, and I just felt like I was crashing. So like Rod is talking right there, talking about taking a solo cruise. Maybe we can make it some kind of cruise, a guy trip. I want to say, Addie and Terry, somebody did like a bros trip, and for me, that's not true solo cruising. That's a group of people they're going together. That's not really solo cruising because if I go with other people, even though they're not staying in my cabin and things like that, that's my crutch. So it's like I'm not really alone. I'm talking about solo cruising where you get on the ship, you don't know anybody, you do what you want to do when you want to do, how you want to do it, even though you do that with the same fare. But there's no crutch. There is no crutch. And very excited to meet and hang out. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Your favorite couple, Bill? You should definitely give Virgin a try. People keep telling me about Virgin, and every time I look at Virgin Cruise Line, to me it looks like that would be one of those couples type trips. It seemed like if you had your spouse and you guys were open minded, that would be a perfect cruise. And no kids and all that. I drinking and I'm down for the craziness. the foolishness. But I've heard solo cruising. So you don't be surprised if you find me down there on a solo cruise on Virgin. TJ's Destinations, welcome in on the Instagram side. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Bill, I would be down for a guy's trip. Let me know. Let me know. Because it's fun. I love cruising. If it's not obvious, I love cruising, and just getting away with people that I'm not, that aren't. I want to make sure I say this the right way. That aren't like real friends. I mean, we know people on YouTube, but you know people in real life who are your real friends. I got people right now. Hey man, I'm in trouble. I need, and by the time I get the last I need, they're hung up and on the way there to see what I need. You know. That anyway, those are friends. We won't get into what kind of friends, but it's nice to meet people that I talk to on YouTube. I get to meet Keisha later on in July, Edna a little bit later in June, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. But hold on. Rod says, Bill, you don't think Virgin is good for a solo cruise? When I look at it, I always see like couples. It seems like I just always see couples, and it just, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not. I've never been, so I don't know. But when I look at Virgin, look at videos, to me it looks like it would be more fun as a couple. You know, they had more adult things to do, and it was like, you just seemed like it would be more fun with couples. And most of the people, it looked like what I saw were couples, but I could be wrong. And maybe it's that way on a cruise ship. Just on any cruise ship. But imagine going on a cruise where you could stay in the casino as late as you want, and nobody nagging you, standing over your shoulder. You can go to a show whenever you want, whatever excursion you want, and without any discussion. And I don't want to hear about the married couples and oh no, we don't have that problem. Trust me, somebody's just giving in because you don't think exactly alike. Oh, well, we both want to go swim with the dolphins. We both want to go to see the comedy show. We both want to go. Stop it. Somebody's making a concession. But what if you didn't have to make a concession? What if you actually could go whenever you want to? You know what? I don't even feel like going to dinner tonight. I'm going back to the room. So to me, that's the flexibility, the freedom of cruising solo. Team Reese, I'm trying to convince my sisters to try Virgin with me. I might look like for like a group cruise that's going there, because I definitely, that I think Virgin would put me a little out of my comfort zone. And then I'm gonna have, if I go with a group, that's my crutch. I'll be the third wheel or whatever. So I'm thinking about it. I really want to try Virgin. Bill, check out Mr. Bucket List, Virgin Voyage solo cruise series. He does a lot of solo cruises. I should. I've never looked up, believe it or not, even though I'm a solo cruiser, I do a lot of solo cruising. I really never look up solo cruising. To me, it's just cruising. But I understand for a lot of people, a lot of people don't want to do it. Matter of fact, people, if you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to answer the poll question. I got 21 votes in there. Huh. Okay. I'm looking at the responses, or the yes and no's. Addicted to ships and trips. I had the best fun cruising solo on the Valiant Lady with Virgin. Really? See, you might have convinced me to just go and see. Huh. I might watch that. I might watch some solo cruising on Virgin, because I really do. Angel just got off of a Virgin ship, And it look, she had so much fun. We are selling tomorrow on Cunard's new ship, Queen Anne, for a maiden. Wow. So off to bed soon, but probably won't be able to sleep with excitement. Ken, and for those that don't know, Ken is over in the UK. So, man, good for you, Ken. That should be a great cruise. Cunard and their ships. I don't know much about it. Ken, I know he puts out a lot of videos. So if you want to find out about like if you're selling over in Europe, the different cruise lines, Cunard, Fred Olsen, check out some of his videos. Or I should say their videos. It's a couple. Rod, Bill, you're gonna have to have me solo cruising from now on, and I haven't been on one yet. Rod, I can tell you right now that whatever fears you might have for solo cruising, you wouldn't have a problem. You would never be alone unless you wanted to be alone. You could, I guarantee you, you would always have somebody to talk to if you wanted that. So if the reason you don't solo cruise is because people worry about being lonely, not going to happen. Not going to happen. And I don't even talk a lot. Rod, you got the gift of gab. You will definitely have no problem just interacting with people, even people gamblers. You meet people gambling. I've met so many people in the casino, and just get out there and I just have fun. Canadian, I believe it's Canadian Bucket List Travels. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Thanks for stopping by. Say, Rod, I convinced you. Yeah, Rod. And this is going without a safety net. This is going without a safety net. As I said, if we did a guy's trip, that's not real solo cruising, because in a heartbeat you could just, hey, Bill, come on down. Let's go to the casino or something like that. Bill, what are you doing? What excursion are you doing? No, that's not a true solo trip. My opinion. I don't consider that solo. Mazatlan. Do we go to? I'm going on midnight. I'm going midnight cruise in July. I don't know if we go to Mazatlan. I had the greatest time. I couldn't speak the language, but I made it work. But when it got off the ship and took a taxi ride, because I didn't want to go to the beach around there, I went to another beach like in town, and it was like nobody spoke English. I had the greatest time. If you ever saw one of my videos where it was a drone shot of me standing like by a beach and a drone shot, and the drone takes off, that's Mazatlan, Mexico. And I had such a great time by myself. Didn't speak the language, negotiating the best way that I could, with everybody there. And most people understood, cerveza. I mean, beer. You want a beer. You want a drink. How much is it? I had my little calculator in there. I know, okay, a beer ain't gonna be too much. $5 for $6 for a beer. And how much does that go in pesos? Yeah, I'm not stupid now, but it was a lot. It's a lot of, to me, that's solo cruising and negotiating with the guy who did the drone shot. We worked it out how he could download it to me. We worked it out. It turned out it was like I forget, $5, $10. I think it was $5. He charged me $5 for the drone shot, and I think I gave him 10. And I mean, I love the drone shot because I'm standing there. He has a drone and it's right in front of me, and then it zooms up like out over the water, and it goes back, looks over Mazatlan, the downtown area. I love it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Scrolls Nuts, welcome in, Scrolls Nuts. Appreciate you being in here. Keisha H, my first truly solo cruise back in September 2023 was enlightening. My health put a damper on some of my fun, but I enjoyed myself not having to check in or on with anyone else. It's Keisha, I'm telling you, it hits differently. I get up, and I mean, there are times I get up in the middle of the night just to go on a deck um, just to go, walking in the middle of the night and not having to worry about waking somebody up. Okay, well, if I'm up that late, guess what? I'm probably not getting up early. And when I when I first started cruising, I nearly killed myself. I was married at the time. I nearly killed myself because it was the first time I was able to deal with casinos. I was literally staying up in the casino to 3 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 7:30 in the morning to go on excursions. So the wife wanted, I wanted to go to the casino. She wanted to go on excursions. I nearly killed myself on the first cruise because of that. See It With C, welcome in. See It With C is another solo cruiser. Hey, Bill, and yes, I love Susan solo cruising. It's a carefree and safe way to travel. It is. It's just like any place else. You always have to take precautions. Now, wherever you go, uh, you know, single women maybe a little differently than me. I think nothing about it. I always laugh when you get off at Cozumel. The number of people that don't want to walk through that gate. If you know at Cozumel, they have a little port set up where you really don't need to leave the port area, but you can leave the port area and go into Cozumel. The number of people that stop at that gate, oh, I'm not going over there. I'm not going. No, it's just Mexico. There's gonna be a ton of people trying to sell you stuff. I mean, it's nothing like it's no different than any other city that you'd go into. Mia, welcome in. Fun short Mia. She was on the Lure of the Seas with us. That's family. My niece. Thanks for stopping in, Mia. Addicted to cruising ships and trips. I've cruised with friends before, but as we had separate rooms, I still consider it solo. Yes, it is solo cruising. However, you have a crutch. Go on a cruise without anybody and don't know anybody. You don't know. You're not going to meet up. You're not going to meet up. Now you might meet up with people, but go there not knowing anybody on a cruise ship. Now, see, that's solo cruising. That's solo travel. People always laugh. Even like when I go down to Miami, I go down. I'm going on a cruise by myself, or even if it's a group cruise, I go down there. I get a room by South Beach, and I go hang out on South Beach all night long by myself, having fun. And I don't dance, but I'm down there. I'm down there having a good time. I leave the valuables in the room, but that's a different story. Point blank travel. The Midnight cruise is going to Cabo and Ensenada. Okay, Ensenada. There's a walk you could take to go. Papas and Beers. I think that's a bar. Senior Frog they have a Senior Frog down in Bahamas. Papas and Beers is a bar like that in Ensenada. If you like that kind of atmosphere. Cabo, I like Cabo. Cabo is a great place, beautiful place. And if you've never cruised on the West Coast, you're gonna this will get you excited about cruising again on the West Coast because it's different. It's not Nassau. It's not Cozumel. It's not Costa Maya. It's different on the Mexican Riviera. It's different, but the same, if that makes sense. Everybody saying hi. So good selling with the fam this past week. Oh yeah, you were on what was it on one of the Virgin ships? I think I was just talking about that. See It With C. It looked like you guys had so much fun. I wanted Angel was on there like she was having so much fun and posting little videos. And I'm like, I really want to do Virgin. I'm doing all this talking, but I'm nervous. But people in this chat were telling me that go do it. Solo cruising on there because see, I'll go. Another thing what I hate planning a cruise. I hate planning a cruise. I hate it with a passion because right now I could plan a cruise. Hey, let's all go to Miami and get on Celebration. I would have 20 people. Yeah, let's do it. And this goes with family too, because this has been going on my whole life. You know, you get family. Let's all go on a cruise for the family reunion. Yeah, let's do it. Come time to put money down, you lose half. Come time to make the last payment, you lose the other 40%. So only about 10 people actually go. So I'm done. I shouldn't say I'm done, but I don't like planning cruises, group cruises. This one I just went on with family. My daughter planned it, and she ran into kind of the same problem that I ran into, but she had a good turnout for her cruise. So I'm happy that she had a good time, or we had a good time. Stayed with See it with C. Is Virgin good for solo cruising? I know you know. I'm thinking about Virgin. Well, and with that question, See it with C. And I'm talking like true solo cruising. I'm not talking about a group of people with separate rooms. They all get together and go on a cruise. That's solo cruising. That's not really solo cruising. You got a crutch there. Is it good if I didn't know anybody? If I like right now, I don't know anybody, and I go on a Virgin cruise. Am I going to have a good time? Are there going to be other singles that I can associate with and deal with? See, I do land-based solo too, but cruising is just less to have to think about. Get on the ship and choose your own adventure. It is. Cruising is the best solo cruising that could be possible. When you start going flying into the other cities, especially into other countries where you're not really versed in the language or anything like that, it becomes a challenge. And I'm always on my P's and Q's. Like when I go someplace, say I go to Paris, it's hard to really relax because I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me, trying to pick up on little words, little phrases to hear what's going on. Not that I take a lot of risk or anything like that, but I like to be aware of what's going on, and that takes a lot of fun out the trip. When hey, I'm having some there, don't want to have too many. Just because I got to get back to my room. I got to deal with people. I got to be able to communicate with people. AR Patriot 1776. Welcome in. If I didn't say it earlier, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. My daughter told me recently that she and husband were gonna go. They were gonna go on Virgin Voyages, maybe. Because I anybody who's gone on Virgin Voyages, I want to know about, is it good for true solo people, not people that are going with a group and they have their own cabin. I'm talking about right now. If I got up, don't know anybody on that ship, if I go, are there only couples there, or people that know everybody else? DC on Demand, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you stopping in, my friend. Event Yours, welcome in. Thanks for being in here. Hello, everyone. Team Reese. Yeah, Mia was the one getting down. She was dancing, doing the wobble. I don't dance. I would have got out there, but I don't dance. Unc, you would love it. Find you a Valiant Lady 5-day Dominican days itinerary. Them folks were turned. And the solos in the Facebook group said that they had a good time. That's interesting. Yes. Valiant Lady. That's I'm in. I'm in for a Virgin Voyage cruise. I am in. Event Your no solo for me. See Cabo. Go to Maro's Shrimp House. Good hole in the wall with good food. I don't do seafood, but I do. See, I may have to hang with you one of these times because I do. I like the hole in the walls. I don't want to go. I don't get me wrong. I do it all the time. I don't want to go to like the Senior Frogs and the Margaritavilles and all that. There's fun to be had. I like to go to the hole in the walls. They don't overcharge you for prices of the drinks. They don't overcharge you for the price of the food. The people are there. You're more than likely going to run into some locals, and they'll tell you where to go. You want to do this, do that, go here, do that. Don't go down any dark alleys now. Don't get carried away. Um, but I love going off site to get food. I did that in Cozumel. I just go walking for a while and run into someplace, and I love it. Team Reese, I'm super excited myself from the West Coast for the first time. Yes, Team Reese. I almost I would give you the warm strong guarantee, but I'm not. I would almost guarantee it that it's going to hit differently, and it depends on when you're going. I don't know. I don't know when you're going. If you're going in the summertime, the heat is going to be hot. That Mexican Riviera in the summertime in July, I don't think Meat and I understand how hot it's going to be there. I'm going there to laugh at people because it's going to be hot. The Bahamas, you think that's hot? Wait till you hit the Mexican Riviera in the summertime. Yes, okay, you were there. Catalina Island on the West Coast is cool too. I've never been there, Scrolls Nest. I'm gonna have to look into that. I've never been there. I hate I don't mind flying, but that's a 5.5 6 hour flight out there, and I hate it. I hate flying out to Vegas for the same reason. Vegas is closer. Your favorite couple? Yeah, everybody looked like y'all had Virgin. Looks like, and they tell me a lot of people tell me they swear by Virgin. A lot of people that go on Virgin, they tell me that's their favorite cruise line. That's their favorite cruise line, hands down. I don't know if because of lack of kids, whatever it sounds like but it's an adult party. I, I'm I like having fun, but when it comes to like when kids are around, I don't like to drink a lot in front of kids. My kids, I don't want to drink. I don't want them to see me drunk. I just never have. That's me personally. I would have a beer or something like that, but I would never overindulge in the drinks when I had kids around. And when I look at like Virgin Voyages, to me it looks like a ship where you can let your hair down. You can let your hair down and be you, and you don't have to worry about the women and children. The women and children cover your ears. No, no, it looks like everybody got their ears uncovered and waiting for the next wild thing to happen. But wild, crazy fun. I'm all about fun. I'm a happy. When I drink, I'm a happy drunk. Okay, happy drinker. We'll put it that way. That sounds better. I'm a happy drinker. I have a drink and I get happy. Um, Jennifer, true. That's true. Group cruises can be difficult. I hate it. I don't want to be responsible for a group cruise. I am a travel agent. I don't want to do any group cruises. I don't want to deal with people booking for cruises. I want to be, if I tell you that I'm going and I put my money down, I plan on going. Something had to come up for me to cancel. Just book your own cruise and let them know where you're going and when. That's what I do. That's what I do, Miss T. I'm assuming this is Miss T. That's what I do now. When I go on a cruise and with other people, hey, I'm going to I'm going on Firenze July 25th. If you want to come on out. I talk to strangers all the time. I talk to strangers all the time. Virgin is the best for so Virgin is the best for solo cruisers. I never would have thought that. Every time I looked at Virgin, looked like they were like couple fun and couples this, couples that, couples. Not that I'm hating on couples. Marjorie, Point Blank Travel, they have beautiful single women on Virgin Scarlet Voyages, Scarlet Lady. Huh. Bill, if you need convincing further on Virgin, it was also vlogged fully solo. Okay, I am going to check it out. That might be. I do have a trip planned. I have one cruise, and it's about time for me to get off here. But I do have one cruise. I haven't booked it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to book MSC Seascape out of Galveston, November 9th. I think it's the first time they sell out of Galveston. MSC's Seascape, I believe so. But besides that cruise, I think a Virgin cruise will be my next cruise. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and oh, I'm sorry. Make sure I leave my bullets at home. You know, my, if you know, you know. People, that's crazy. Everybody saying hi, hello. Hole in the wall spots have the best. They do. Now, will your stomach like you in the morning? I don't know, but I love hole in the wall places. I love going in there. I love going in there. I love it, and especially if I'm Kal-El Daily. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Superman, welcome in. I love going to hole in the wall places, and don't let me like me and my friends going there. My goodness, we take over. Now we may get, you know, they may want to beat us up by the end of the night, but we're there having a good time. We're not tearing up furniture. We're not disrespecting anybody, but we're there having a good time. And it's all about wherever you go. Most people. I'm up here shaking my desk. People want to have a good time. Q Creations, welcome in. Love cruising solo. People ask why, and I tell them I don't like being responsible for someone else's happiness on a cruise. That comes off as like you don't care, but the problem is you do care, and it ruins your fun because you have to give it to that person to make sure that they're happy and okay. I understand, Q. I understand, and you know, and like I said, I cruise solo. I pay for two, so inviting somebody along, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. But do I want to be responsible? It's kind of like what you said, responsible for somebody else's happiness. And right now, I don't. I really don't. Nancy B, welcome in, Nancy B. Congratulations again, Nancy B. Being monetized completely. Okay, Team Reese. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know. Can't wait to meet you guys. As much as I like solo cruising, I love family travels. I love seeing families sharing. And when I say families, not necessarily couples too, but the bond that you build with your kids traveling and showing the kids different parts of the world, and not just wherever you're from. So many people. I'm from Detroit, and so many people have never left Detroit, and they don't understand what the world is outside of Detroit, and take it further, you know, outside of Michigan, take it further than that, outside the Midwest, and you know, yeah, that's the whole thing. But then when you go into a different country, one thing, it makes you appreciate the freedoms here a lot more, and then you realize that um, everything is not about money. Here, a lot of time we're and I mean it's kind of, you know, in our DNA to worry about the money. But when you go to other places and you realize that the money that you have is what they make in, you know, what you made in a week is what they make in 2 months, and then you start to understand how lucky you are to be here. You know, we got our problems, and we got our problems, but if kids never see that, they don't understand. They don't understand going down to Mexico and seeing those kids. You know, a lot of them don't understand selling the little trinkets, trying to make a dollar or two. And I know people hate it. They're just trying to survive. I don't mind. You know, here, take it. I don't want to be scammed. You know, don't think you're going to get rich off of me. Don't come on and try to be slick and stick it on my arm and then charge me. No, I'm not going to give you my camera to take a picture of me. I'm not fast enough to chase you down like I used to be. So Team Reese, I'm kind of rambling here. Team Reese, I can't wait to meet you in there. It's going to be hot. I'll tell you that right now. And when I say hot, no wind, hot. Mexican Riviera in the summertime, which is one reason why I don't like to cruise in the summertime. But I Made this one exception. See what's what I'm looking at. Valiant Lady, Dominican Days. Got it. Rod, let me know, Rod. Scrow's Nest. Our first cruise, there were three couples talking about going. The other two couples backed out. I asked my wife, "What are we going to do?" We went along. What are you going to do? You're going to go. But that's why now, when I start talking about traveling, I tell people where I'm going. You know, if you want to tell me where you want to go, you can tell me that. And if I want to go, I'll go. But for me, I'm going here. You want to go? Okay, let's go. Let's, blah, 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 blah. Um, the, I'm so used to being in a cabin by myself now that I don't like roommates. I'm going. I have a roommate. The guy. If you ever watched Cruise Talk Live, the show I do on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. with Scott, controversial. We're going on Edna's world cruise, our group cruise, Margaritaville, and we're sharing a cabin. I'm not. It sounded good. I mean, hey, we do a show together. We're gonna do it from the ship and things like that. It saves some money. We'll see how that works out because I'm so set in my single ways, my solo ways. Please, he seems like the type of guy that wants to get up like early in the morning. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. I'm coming in late and staying in bed late. No, I don't want to go get coffee. I don't want to go get breakfast. I don't. Anywho, we'll see how that works out. But I think I'm gonna go with, like, if I go on Virgin, it's gonna be by myself. It's gonna be true solo, unless Rod's going and it's a guys group going. I still have my own cabin, but I'll go with the guys. So with the crutch, I still got the guys there. Your favorite couple? West Coast cruises are a whole vibe. They hit differently. I don't know what it is. They hit differently. They really do. And I know it doesn't seem like, oh, it's not that big a deal. It's different. It's different. Event yours. What do you call overindulging, Bill? You're a lightweight. I didn't. You know what? I didn't used to be. But I did. I stopped drinking. I really don't drink that much anymore. I used to drink. I started drinking when I was about 16 or 17 years old. I was able to always have a beard. Back when I was 16, I could grow a full beard. Matter of fact, it got so bad. I used to run track, and the other coaches were like, "That guy, he ain't in high school. Does he have a birth certificate?" I had to prove how old I was because everybody thought I was a lot older than what I was. I was only 16, but I could grow a full beard. So yeah, overindulging. I just get happy. A lot of times I'm not. A few drinks, it just makes me happy. I'm not falling down drunk. I can get back to my room. I'm just having a good time, laughing and enjoying life. Um, you probably never see me sloppy drunk like some people, but no, I just enjoy having a few drinks. And on a cruise ship, I feel like I can let my hair down a little bit. Yeah, good cruise casino deal, and you will cancel in a heartbeat. Yeah. Everybody speaking. Journeys with Jordan Brady. I'm a stranger magnet. I tend to be that way. A lot of people want to just come up and talk. A lot of people want to come up and talk. I've been on what ship was I on? And I had a group of ladies, and I guess they saw me on YouTube, and they just wanted to talk. And that was lucky for them. I had the drink package, so I was like, "Hey, you recognize who I am? Yeah, let me buy you a drink." And I had a drink package, so I was able to buy them drinks. Then they really love me. Our Ken Goes Cruising, our blogging friends are always trying to persuade us to sail with Virgin Voyages. Virgin is exactly how you described it. Basically, adults taking a break from their kids and truly enjoying themselves. You would be surprised how many kid-themed games for adults. I I take the kids away from Disney. I'd be in Disney in a heartbeat. I'm really a big kid at heart. That sounds like my type of fun. Our last four cruises were with people we met on earlier cruises. A ton of people. I have a ton of people that reach out to me all the time as far as when's my next cruise, when am I, I'm going on this cruise because they love the cruise too. So it's a ton of people that I met. Leg travel, gotta go. Dropping off Instagram. Thank you so much for stopping in. Q Creations. Bill likes kids and is retired. He don't need any breaks for. Hey Keisha, I need a break. Let me try to catch up. I am so far behind. Hope I didn't have any trolls come in. June Bay, I was going to travel solo on the Panorama, but a friend decided I shouldn't travel alone. Why? Kim Marshy, welcome in, Kim. Appreciate it. Just got off of work. Yeah, this is about that time of day. Average temperature like 94 hot. It's a Keisha. It's a special hot. It's a special hot. It's like the Caribbean with no sea breeze. It's a crazy hot, and I like the Caribbean. I like it hot. It's a crazy hot, but the water, because it only gets hot for a certain period of time, the water is icy cold. The Pacific Ocean, it's cold. When you try to get in that water out there, it's going to be cold. So if you plan a beach day, plan on being cold. It's going to be hot outside, but it's going to be the water. In my opinion, is going to be cold. Kim says, I am planning my friend trip now. I am planning what I want and them telling them what the plan is. That's the way to do it. You plan the trip, do what you want to do. If you want to have an enjoyable trip, and let them, if they want to join, the more the merrier. Shay's Adventure. Solo cruising is enjoyable. You don't have to worry about asking or what do you want to do now. You don't. And that's why I love it. That's what we do now. We missed out on a heck of a deal on a Vegas trip some years ago, waiting for other people that ended up backing out. Now we don't wait anymore. I don't wait at all. Matter of fact, I don't even try. I talk to people. If they talk about planning a trip, let me know if you plan it. If you don't plan it in fast enough time, I'll go ahead and make my own. If I really want to do it, I just do it on my own. Even when we go alone, where we end up with new cruising friends. I love this crazy life. I meet up with so many different people, so many all around. Now I'm not the type of person, because a lot of times people tell me, "Oh, when you're down in Orlando, stop by. You can stay. You don't need a hotel. You can stop here, stay here. Tampa, you can stay here." I don't believe in that. I don't like going to people's houses. I don't like crashing. I crash. At my true friends' houses, people that I grew up with and things like that. I crash there. Everybody else, I'm staying at a hotel room. My first cruise and my first and only 4 cruises, I do not sleep much. Waking up before the sun goes. Wake up before the sun and going to sleep right before the moon disappears. I can't remember the last time that I actually saw a sunrise on a cruise ship. I can't remember. It's not the best. It's not the best thing to say, but I can't remember the last time I saw a sunrise. That's me too, Bill. Don't wake me up in the morning on vacation. Right? I don't do hiking. I'm not going for a hike. No early excursions. No breakfast. Leave me alone. And Lord, please don't have a full conversation when I wake up. Perfect. We're here. We're here. Team Reese, we used to do the same thing. Now that we just go and have a wonderful time. I don't take responsibility for anyone but me. Team Reese, a friend almost missed out on the Tom Joyner cruise trying to wait for her friend. Tom Joyner cruise. I would love to do that. It's just so expensive for solo cruisers. I would love to go on a Tom Joyner cruise. A couple of my favorite cruises. I did a Sheila E. cruise, and then it was a hip hop cruise with Vanilla Ice and Bismarck Key and Coolio. They did a cruise where they were actually on a ship, and those are 2 of my favorite cruises. I had so much fun. So much fun. It was like the music I kind of grew up with, and I had so much fun. Sheila E. I love Prince. That was a good cruise. Event yours. How about cruise workouts? I saw that Meet and I, they had those group workouts. Matter of fact, they're trying to plan that now for the. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Uh, Elliot, AR Patriot 1776 is listening and editing. Thank you for listening. My traveling, Keisha, my traveling style includes schedules and schedules and checklist. And I want to do everything, not miss anything. When I first started cruising, that's the way I was. I don't do that anymore. I don't have a checklist. I literally right now, because I know what I want to wear. I know what I'm gonna wear on a cruise. Right now, I don't have anything packed. I could be packed probably in 15 minutes, maybe 20. I could be completely packed. Kim Marshy, see, yeah, sometimes you got to make the move, and if they want to jump on it, they will. They will. Hi, all. I like this topic, but I'm driving. So solo cruising and more. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you listening while you're driving. I'm getting ready to get out of here anyway. Wait for no one. That should be a T-shirt. Wait for no one. Wait for no one. Addicted to ships and trips. Would love a solo group cruise. Mixed up though, not just all men or women. I would do that. I would do that. I like group. I like group cruises. I like the ideal of group cruises. I just don't want to spend every minute of the day with group cruises. I've been on like a couple of them, and like most of the days, they all want to do everything together. I do one two events with you. I go to dinner once or twice with you, but I want to go do what I want to do, and I don't want to be around a group of people that I feel like I have to try to entertain. And people think it's like antisocial. I'm not really antisocial, but I just know what I like. And if we're not on the same wavelength, we're not talking the same way, we're not talking about the same stuff, I'm not gonna sit there. My vacation is too short. I got to get out here and enjoy whatever I'm doing. So, the Meet and I, they had a couple of things. Well, I'm the one that really stuck out with me was the early morning exercise. I'm not doing it, so I won't be there. I love the Caribbean hot. North Carolina hot sucks. No one to make my drinks or open my umbrella. Exactly. We love Vegas. I used to go to Vegas all the time. I like the heat. Vegas is a different type of heat. I rented a convertible one time. My bestie, Jamie, welcome in. I rented a convertible in Vegas in July for my birthday. My birthday is July 23rd. And it was so hot. It was like 115 degrees that the air conditioner would not cool off the car. I couldn't even drive it during the daytime. But not, at nighttime, when it got down to 95 degrees and dropped the top with no sun, I was having a blast. Journeys with Junior Beatty. You can crash here, Bill. I know how to make chocolate martinis. Yeah, nope. Chocolate martinis. I may not get up. Everybody saying hi. Journey with Junior Beatty, Prince, my all-time favorite performer, and I saw him in concert. He came up to Michigan, the Purple Rain tour. He did 7 days straight at the Fox, and I went to the show 7 different times. Mark, since we're family now, is there anything you all want me to check out on the Icon selling on Saturday? I do want to do the Icon too. I need that price to come down. If I got on the Icon, I don't even know if I would ever get off the ship, because I would just be walking around. I'd be in awe when I look at the videos, how big that ship is and all the different options. They have so many different restaurants. I love Royals. I love their larger ships. The smaller ships kind of remind me of Carnival, but the larger ones, I really do enjoy their larger ships. My workout is how many ounces I can lift at a time. I'll change when I get on to cruise number 15 or so. LOL. Just wing it. That thought makes me nervous. Nah, it doesn't. It did backfire on me. Keith, I know I'm kind of off the subject now because I didn't get into um, going being a solo cruiser. You get the you go get the food that you want to try. You know, I don't want to do seafood, but I feel bad if I'm going down in the Caribbean and if I'm with somebody, they're gonna want seafood. You go to Alaska, you want crab legs, you're gonna want that. I don't eat seafood, so do you really think I want to go to Tracy's Crab Shack? But because I'm with somebody and that's what they want to do, now I got to go to Tracy's Crab Shack and smell. So you go, you know what? I go by myself and I don't go to Tracy's Crab Shack. Ross, welcome in, Ross. Doing my first solo cruise on the booze cruise. Ross, I think you're going to love it. I lift weights every morning, lifting my weight, getting out of bed. That's about me. Hold on. What I just saw something about cruise. Oh, journey with June and Brady. We will be on the booze cruise too, Ross. Well, good, good. Group cruises are a lot of fun, and that should be a good one. 2.0. That's the one with Eddie, so that should be a good one. And the Paradise, even though it's one of the older ships, I enjoyed the ship. I really enjoyed the ship. If you an older crowd and um you're not into the rock climbing and the surfing and all that other stuff. Um, good pool areas. They have the adult area. I think you'll like the Paradise. Cruise Nuts, welcome in. Kim, Bill, a nice mix is having the right travel partner. I did 9 days in Bali, and I wish I had been with at least one more person. I only travel with certain people now. You have to, if you find like a one person that you understand each other, you understand people, and you find that right person, have at it. That's good. Somebody asked me, no, I am not on the booze cruise. I'm not on the booze cruise 2.0. I have a Panama Canal cruise. I'm going from Seattle to New Orleans, and we go through the Panama Canal. 16-day cruise. Right at that time, I think I get off the ship probably the 26th or 27th of October. So I am not going to make the booze cruise, but for Paradise to be an older ship, I enjoy it. My Wild Home, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. We watched your last cruise, and it felt like we were there. Well done. Oh, thank you, My Wild Home. I appreciate you liking the video. That means a lot. Well, everybody, I'm way over. I'm 23 minutes over. I didn't mean to do that. Don't forget, tonight is my partner in crime, Controversial Cruising. He does at 7:00. He does Thursday, and it's a trivia show where you can win prizes. The last prize I won was this right here. This is a little flask, clear flask. So now they're gonna see what I have. So it's clear, but it is plastic, and if I stick that in my pocket, they'll never know. So I stick that in my pocket. Go on the island, fill this up, put it in my pocket, go through the X-ray machine. They'll never know as long as I don't tell them. So anyway, check out Controversial Cruising with Jimmy the Astute Tourist. They have a show at 7 p.m. tonight, Thursdays, where they do trivia, and you can win prizes and get entered into a chance to win a $20 gift card at the end of the month. I think somebody won last month, but this will start the new month. So if you enter in the top, a lot of times, if you wind up in the top 3, you get entered into that pool for the $20 gift card. So make sure you check them out tonight. And anybody else, if I'm missing somebody, I think Nancy B goes on about 8, maybe. I think Ross goes on Friday night at 7 or 8. I think he's going to be live this week. Orange Clone Vlog. And anybody else out there, I know I'm missing a ton of people. I'm not really good with times, people. Sorry. Oh, for those that, I don't know how many people in here like rock and roll, but Ross, they are doing the rock and roll tribute show, which also a helping hand for cruising show or cruise, and that's next November, I believe, Ross, on the Norwegian Joy. And it sounds like they just got together, the pre-cruise get together at the Gators Paradise. So check out Orange Cone Vlog. Check them out if you want to go see rock and roll tribute bands. The one Echoes of Pompeii, they do Pink Floyd. I think they're going to be in Michigan in September. I may have to go check them out. All right, everybody, if you haven't, let me do the end the poll. I'm going to end the poll real quick. Boop. We got 38 votes on a poll, and I just lost it. I ended it. Oh, there it is. Have you ever cruised solo? 55% said no, 36% said yes, and 7% they say they want to try it. Try it, people. If you're on the fence, try it. Yeah, I think you would love solo cruising. I think it would open your eyes up to a lot of different things. Just not depending on anybody. I think it would give you a greater appreciation for a lot of people that do things by themselves. And I think it will. Just do it one time. Ross says yes. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Topic: wackiest and weirdest thing seen on a cruise ship. Oh boy, my wackiest, craziest thing on a cruise ship. I've been cruising a long time, people, since 1990. Back in 1990, they would let you do skeet shooting off the back of a ship. Skeet shooting is where they have the little clay pigeons. They shoot them off the back, and you shoot them with shotguns. They used to do that back on the cruise ships back in the 90s. So it's nothing like having somebody drink all day and shooting a shotgun off the back of the ship. That's just crazy. Cruise Nuts Bill, stay tuned for Paradise Beach. Cruise Nuts dance video this Sunday. Cruise Nuts is going to have a new video up this Sunday. The dance video, that's going to be worth checking out. So everybody else, my moderators, thank you for being here. My channel members, even though I didn't recognize you when you came in, I appreciate you being in here so much. Thank you so much for the support. And as I always say in ending my lives, make sure that you stay strong and embrace the journey. And I am out of here. Bye-bye.